Hi, this is Gritty and Green, a podcast for truly urban gardening, and I'm your host and friendly neighborhood master gardener, Meredith Nutting. This is the final episode of the special mini-series, We Are Seeds. This week we're in Kensington in Northeast Philadelphia. Now, Kensington has one of the highest rates of poverty and drug use in the city, but it's also filled with tight-knit families and neighbors working together to create a better future. And in a few block radius, there's a nonprofit that pays teens to beautify the neighborhood with trash cleanups, vacant lot clearouts, and community gardening. This is We Are Seeds, Episode 4, Klean, Kensington.
My name is Jeremy Chen. Started this nonprofit called Klean Kensington with 2 Ks. We were cleaning up trash along G Street after George Floyd and after the trash trucks were not paying attention to our neighborhood. And so we started cleaning up because of rats and things. And there were a couple of teenagers that were our neighbors that were helping us out, volunteering that day. A guy on the street, really a guy that was working in one of the corners, handed me like $90 cash, just to thank us for what we were doing. And said, hey, buy the kids some pizza, Like that, just that moment in that intersection was like, huh. Kensington has a reputation for being dirty. When it's dirty, it makes it hard to want to go outside and want to be part of the neighborhood. And then there was a grant that was available that's just for Kensington. So we applied for it, $10,000 small grant, got it, and just used that $10,000 to pay teens and bought a couple tools. We started out by cleaning up the neighborhood, and we started taking care of empty lots just because of the dumping. And then realized that that's a way to keep the neighborhood clean in a way that's a little bit more sustainable. And then, moved into community gardening and have partnered with other nonprofits in the neighborhood for that and different entities. I guess if you just think of the intersection of teenagers, Kensington, and gardening, I think it's sort of common sense what we're trying to do. And we pay very well. We pay $18 an hour, and the purpose of that is because we want to provide good economic opportunity in our neighborhood for young people so that they don't see the only opportunity as being involved in the drug trade. Oftentimes we find our young people are helping their families pay expenses in the house. The broader purpose is to see positive change in our neighborhood, starting with the cleanliness and the beautification and then food and those kind of things that comes from gardening and horticulture. In some ways the bigger purpose is also just connecting people together, so maybe it's been a 5-year journey.
Oh, look at that. Look at this.
Whoa.
It's huge. It looks like a zucchini, but I don't think we put zucchini over here. Okay, I don't know.
It is.
It is a zucchini, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a huge zucchini.
Yeah, Emerald is our intern. She is my mentee before she started working with us. Back when I was beginning it, she kind of would dip in and out and help with some of the cleanups and things. And she just life, the things align for it to make sense to have her work with us. And so she's our first paid adult. Everything else has been just paying the teens.
My name is Emerald Martez. I've known Jeremy for a long time. He's been my mentor for a while. Once he started doing volunteer cleanups down here, I wanted to help. Especially during COVID, there wasn't really much to do. But once Klean Kensington started coming to be, I definitely wanted to be a part of it. And I'm still here. I supervise, I help plan some trips. I do some of the paperwork, I guess, putting receipts together, taking note of what we're doing each day. I do a lot of, professional development. Yeah, supervising, making sure they left at this time, came at this time, keeping an eye on them. I met Jeremy at One Hope Church in Hunting Park before COVID, maybe 2 years before COVID or something like that. Once COVID hit, Jeremy started an online Bible study youth group And I started to go on there because, like the churches were closed and stuff like that. So we stayed connected through Bible study. Him and his wife, I don't know if they were married by that time, but they were just like so easy to talk to and stuff like that, so I kind of just went to them for a lot because they were just, especially Amy, she's just such a good listener. And I was a talker. And I kind of went through like a lot of things, and I found myself coming back to them for like prayer and advice and stuff like that. And that's when like the mentorship really started, because they could see that I needed support and stuff. It's a blessing. It is. And it's a blessing they got it. He's doing it for the kids, for the teens now too. We do a lot. We don't just clean, we're trying to help guide them towards different pathways, like joining a carpenters union and going to school after high school, visiting colleges and stuff like that.
Use those shovels. You brought them over so that you can dig out the green, the grass.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. So, do you see what we're doing today, babe? You see what we're doing?
Yeah.
We're replacing that with wood chips. Just maybe about a year ago, we started claiming these lots over here on this side of G Street. There's like 3 lots here, 3 big lots. We were like, wow, what about flowers? Because we haven't tried flowers yet. And we try not to like buy potted flower plants because they're expensive. And so we try to work off of donations or like seeds. Mm-hmm. So we're like, well, maybe we can establish some perennial, like do something that will. And so we're trying as a flower field. We tried a bunch of seeds. Some of them, most of them didn't come up. So then we do a second round, and now we're like, yeah. So we're beginning some. Hopefully next year it'll be, more of a field, and then over there was some garden beds that we took over. We started clean that. That was a huge project, cleaning it up, and then over here as well, we got like a pumpkin patch, and it's going to be a chicken coop. We have a chicken coop that we're going to have chickens in some point when we feel comfortable with managing it. Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot of different. So this is just one complex of gardens, and then we've got some down there and some. So there's always something to do. Yeah.
Well, I really like how this one is turning out. This is our flower field. Our lavenders are coming back to life. It was pretty hot for a while. I like this one because I can see the vision for it, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but to see like what we can do in the final product will be pretty dope. Our idea with the flowers, I think, was to like have the teens like sell tiny bouquets or something like that. We don't have like a problem like giving things away, but we want them to start like having some kind of business mindset, and just like how to take the next step in something and go from there. Hopefully in 3 years it smells really nice here, because we put a lot of lavender.
My name's Jalil. Y'all can hear me, right? Mm-hmm. All right. My name's Jalil. I've been working with Klean Kensington for about like 4 years now. Right now we digging out the little we weeding right now so that way the flowers can shine. We laying down some cardboard so we can lay the wood chips over so that way it can get a nice little touch. In 3 years, I think all the flowers and stuff might be high. Like they might be like up to here. But I don't know, it depends on how they take care of it. So I say like we take care of it for a good 1.5 years, and then for another year, it'll be nice. But If they don't take care of it, it's gonna rot. Yeah.
What kind of work do you enjoy doing with them?
I really enjoy like fencing.
Building
Like,
these fences?
yeah. And I also enjoy like when we come out here and we do the trash. And we clean up the trash from each block.
Why do you like cleaning up the trash from blocks?
It's like a boost to my ego.
It's very visual.
And
you
our
can see.
ego, you feel me? I'm interested in coming out, you know, like to get away from the stuff that's happening at home and stuff like that. You know, school, just, you know, stuff like that. I want to get out of this place soon. Kensington. Not even just Kensington, Philly.
Where do you
You
want to
know, it's a lot of stuff happening, stuff like that, like gun violence and police brutality. I want to go to I want to go overseas, but I can't because that's too much money. So I'll go to like San Francisco or somewhere.
go? Do you think that the neighborhood benefits from the work you guys are doing?
We benefit from the work that we do in the neighborhood.
Why is that?
What I mean by this is we bless first. Let's start there. Second, we all, you know, men and women, so we're gonna have like certain opportunities that come to us when we come out here and work. And not, you know, put the money aside. It's really happiness and enjoyment. That's something that everybody should be on.
Tell me about the kids. How do they find the organization? And what is it like? What is it like trying to get them to dig up grass on a hot day?
Yeah, this is definitely more of the tedious work that we have to do as gardeners, and especially like creating the space initially. Some of them complain a lot. Some of them complain a lot. Sorry.
You said it a little too loud.
I wanted y'all to hear that. It's like, nah. Actually, I don't know. It's not that hard to get them to like. They understand that gardening is a very tedious job. They understand that like they don't want to be doing these things, but they also like the fact that, you know, they get paid to do it. And also they get to, if you see like they're together, they group up together to do the small jobs. I've seen a lot of friendships form through this, and just seeing how they like work together and get along together is it's really nice. It's really inspiring. I know like I was a little bit of a loner until, you know, you get into these programs where you meet like-minded individuals, and they all are like local to Kensington, but maybe some of them otherwise wouldn't have met if they hadn't joined this. So I think getting them to do things and come to work is not hard because they really enjoy like their company. And who doesn't like to get paid for working hard? I think they recognize how hard they work, and they can appreciate that in themselves too.
Do you guys have different names for all of these different plots, or are they just the address?
Name for this one yet. We kind of call this one 16 boxes because it's 16 garden boxes. So there, all these bricks, like if you see this pile of rocks over here, there was a ton of rocks and bricks. And after a while, somebody was like, let's just, you know, brick the floor so that we could just walk on bricks. Wow, look at that. Yeah, right here, this is where all the rocks came from. There was like a pile like this high, and we just kept digging at it, throwing the rocks to the side and digging. It was a lot of work. We even had some youth from Princeton College come help us when we were doing this. Oh, yes, there are carrots. I pulled this one out before. I hope it's doing good. But yeah, they're starting to form actually. I pulled it out to see if it was forming yet. But dang, there's a lot. There's a lot of carrots. These look huge. And then I really like the dill. It came up really nice. But this one really was like an experiment garden. You know, we had a lot of seeds that probably were just gonna go to waste anyway if we didn't use them.
You grew all this from seeds?
Yeah, all of it, right? Isn't that impressive? And it was magical to me too because like the dirt we had is like really hard, like you can knock on it. So when I started seeing like the little leaves punching the ground out, I was like, wow, they're strong, like they're really strong. I can't believe they broke through that dirt. But yeah, plants are really resilient, and yeah, seeing how crazy they grow is wild. We have a neighbor who likes to water here. She owns that corner house, and she'll just bring her hose back here and start watering it for us. She's the one who initially planted the pumpkin patch. She also goes over there and waters too. It really was more of an experiment, this garden. And like I said, we still have to work on like our engagement with the community and stuff like that to make our harvesting more like useful. We still need to do that. But also we need to make sure that everything is safe to eat and all that before we really focus on like giving it to everyone.
Yeah, is that a goal to be able to provide people with food?
Yeah, I mean, I live right here. I live right there, that house. Jeremy lives around the corner. All the teens live around the corner. So it'd be nice to eventually be like, hey, you want to take this home to your mom? And or have their family come pick up some stuff. Have the neighbors come, hey, you got more lettuce? Yeah, we got lettuce. Grab some. We do want to make it like a just very free, like community thing.
There, I see the challenges. So keep it open,
Yeah,
but also keep it clean.
because you know, yeah, they'd be like, in the wintertime, they'll like start fires here, and that's what all the black stuff on the floor is. They hang out here a lot. When we come, they move over there. But if you wanted to talk to anyone, Zyrene might like to.
Would you mind me chatting with you? Either while you work or while you take a little break?
He heard break, he's like, yeah.
Yep, I'll take a break.
My name is Irene, and I've been working at Klean Kensington for 3 years. I found out through Klean Kensington through my neighbor. Her name is Miss Angie, and she had told me about here, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna take my lead on it, and now I'm here. It was like luck, I don't know, because I moved here, like a lot of things with me and my father, and then I had moved here with my sister, and I've just been working here.
Was this a good way to meet people? Like, did you know?
Of course. I knew Max because he was in the same school as me. Alex is a great guy. Shout out to Jeremy. Everybody, you know, Klean Kensington, KCT people, Mural Arts, everyone, you know. Everyone I work with around here in the neighborhood. Best part for me is like the doors. Like all doors I've done. And I did the fencing inside the ground with the cement. With the 4x4s. We measured them, try to get them all, you know, leveled out with the leveler. So we could see the bubble in the middle, and we'll make sure everything leveled out.
Did you know how to do any of that before you started?
Not at all. I want to do like work for the union or carpentry, stuff in that field, like hands-on working, because I feel as though like if I look back at it, you know, I would want to tell my kids what I've been through and how I'm doing right now, you know. I want to actually like build my house like myself. I want like a mini mansion, but just out of wood and glass.
Do you like working outside?
Of course, it's nature. I like the air, the sunlight today is beautiful. There's a pumpkin already grown. That's how you could tell we've been doing our thing.
You must have seen some of these lots go from trash to garden.
Yes, like it was like this one right here had the most trash out of all these gardens. We had to take all of it out, bag it all up. We had bags from literally this gate to the corner on both sides. It's a lot of trash. And then Jeremy called 311 and they came and got it.
How long did it take you guys to clean it out?
It wasn't that long, to be honest. It was like probably like 2 work days, a work day.
I'm all saying that this is the 16 beds.
Yeah.
Did you guys build all these?
Yes, we did. Most of them we painted ourselves too. Like actually like sat down and painted them. Got paint on ourselves too. I remember that day.
And then did you help plant too?
Yes, ma'am. One of these is tomatoes. I think it's this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one right here. But I didn't plant that one. My friend did. I was just like doing the greenery. It's squash over there. Somewhere squash over there, I think.
I'm honestly shocked that you guys planted all of this for seed in that really hard soil and that it's come up.
Yeah.
So amazing.
That's crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. But then he had ordered like a dirt bed and then we had to take it out and then he ordered after that he had like flowers, like not flower but like leaves, like crushed up leaves that we could put down to cover the soil as we watering so it could seep through straight to the plant so they could keep growing.
Did you know anything about gardening before you started this?
A little bit, not that much, but now I know a little bit more since I've been with Klean Kensington. Like these lots was nothing, like they were just empty. And then Jeremy somehow, feel me, he got it like this with us, the teams. Like I don't even know, like other than time and effort and teamwork, I don't know what else I could say. It's just hard work and dedication and consistency. Something we always gotta remember, we always gotta be consistent. Because when we be consistent, you'll get the best out of what you make and what you build from one point to the next. I'm cool with getting, a little dirty today because it's nice out, you feel me? I'm outside with Klean Kensington. We outside, gardening. It's nothing bad. I just saw this tray. How y'all just get on the tractor? I don't know how y'all doing that. That's better than me.
With a shovel. Careful, there's a car. Yeah.
It's gotta be pretty satisfying though to see
The after result. Yeah, that definitely is a big thing for me.
I mean, I cannot express how many flies are over there.
Yeah. It is not fun. A lot of maggots. The first bag we moved was just covered. My name is Fabian Maldonado. I've been working with Klean Kensington for about 6.5 months now. My best friend worked here for around a year, and he informed me about it. So I jumped on the opportunity as fast as I could. At first, I did it because I felt as if I needed something to do with myself because I didn't want to rot in my room for the whole summer. So I jumped on the opportunity. The money was cool. I was like making a change. Like that's my first thought was making a change would be better, cleaning up. It's in the name Klean Kensington, so that's why I thought cleaning it up would maybe inspire people to not trash it as much as they trash it.
What kind of work do you guys do?
Everything under the sun. The weeding is kind of like landscaping. We take care of gardens around the neighborhood. We make gardens. Sometimes we're carpenters. We build garden beds, garden fences around. hammering, drilling, cleaning up trash, what we're doing right now. So trash men, we do it all. So I like being hands-on, working, like building stuff. So like when we're building boxes or fences, that's like my favorite thing to do. Like trash, not my favorite thing to do. Nobody's favorite thing is to do trash. I never knew about organizations like this until I joined. I feel as if it teaches people like me and people who've never learned about programs like this, it teaches them how to see things outside of what you already see. Like, I didn't know there were other programs like this in Philly until I joined this program. I never knew there were so many gardens. I never noticed the gardens around the city until I joined. I never noticed the amounts of trash like I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot, but like this, I didn't know this much existed until I started to explore more, because what we do, we don't always stick to one area. We'd like to explore other areas, so I find it very interesting. A lot of experience in other fields. Like I said, with the carpenters building boxes, like if I need to learn a measurement or how to drill something, like it's a good experience for multiple things. Flowers, certain types of flowers, poison ivy, how to identify it, like stuff like that. I feel it's good for experience in other fields of work, but it also teaches you responsibility, waking up early to get to where we're working, or how to, just pretty much that. Just waking up early, the responsibility of getting here. It's like an actual job, but not a job. Sometimes, because people will walk by and be like, hey, that's great, you're doing great for the neighborhood, but they don't help at all. They don't contribute as to, they say, oh, we need people like this, but they won't step up and do it themselves. So it's hard when getting compliments is nice. Oh, good job taking care of the neighborhood and everything, but you're one of the main problems. The ones dumping trash, the ones dealing on the corner. It's hard to, it's easy to see the double standard. So I feel as it does definitely impact, but sometimes people just don't care. People are used to what goes on here, so they won't see a difference. We find lots like the one we're standing next to. Sometimes we'll find a lot like this. We'll tear it all apart. We'll take all the plants out. We'll take all the trash out. And that usually takes multiple days to do. So my first day working with Klean Kensington, it was probably the hardest day we'd ever done. Trash bigger than this, plants up to here, cutting down trees, like that all took like at least 2 to 3 days to do. So it's definitely not easy, but once we get the space cleared, that it's like we're ready to build the boxes, ready to build the fences, that's when that's where the fun starts for me. Once we finished it, we finally built the fences. The neighbors wanted to start building it and start growing stuff in there. We might go down there another time and check on it, but that one was that was my favorite lot that we did.
The trash was literally at least this high. I think it was taller than a person. We have a big work group that can blitzkrieg and fix things up quick. They wouldn't have been able to get it done, so it took us several $1,000s worth of teen work hours, but we were able to get it done pretty quickly in a matter of 3 days. We didn't use a backhoe, we used our hands. And then it ended up being a really nice space. And then they can, take the garden boxes and, cultivate the vegetables and plants. That was during their spring break, and it was just a meaningful way for them to spend their spring break. And those neighbors there are very invested in it. They still have a group text that I'm on, and they're constantly talking about it. So it's a great hub over on Clementine, and Yeah, so that's like another great example.
So let me just share a little bit about this location.
Yeah.
So November, I was walking around the neighborhood, and what happened is that there was piles and piles of trash on this corner. I mean, this was vacant and abandoned beds, dumping site area because it was divided. There was a gate here, and this actually was a garden before from Cornerstone. They already had established the garden, but it fell down, the gate fell down, people were dumping. There was cars and abandoned, and the whole neighborhood dumped here. It was a vacant place. So there was a problem with somebody that was established in the gardens. They claimed that somebody threatened them and stuff like that, and this piled up for 3-4 years. We had trash this high, abandoned cars lined up here, and then my heart started crying out for the neighborhood. And I went around the neighborhood and I seen lots being developed and stuff like that. I called numerous city numbers, and city didn't want to give me no support or no help. So then one day, I was walking around and I said to myself, you know what? If the neighbors don't care, I'm gonna care. So I live right 2 blocks down. I live 3156, so I don't care. So then I talked to Jeremy. First, I got it all cleaned up. I mean, the outside, just the outside. I got it all cleaned up, and then I spoke to Jeremy about it, and I make a bunch of calls because I seen a lot of things going on. And then Klean Kensington came up. They didn't waste no time, 2 days, and I got videos where they chopped the tree down, and that tree back there was huge. The one on your side, which is the left side, huge tree. Yeah. And then the neighborhoods, then after he did that work, the neighbors came in, Lydia, her aunt, BB, me. After they came in, we did what they called the groundwork, pulling up the roots. But the labor was hard. It wasn't the labor hard, girls. The labor was hard. I mean, what was your attitude towards that?
I was happy to see all the people that came out that day and help us out, but it was really a lot of work. It was really a lot of work. Like all over, all these rocks, they were all over the place. Pick them up and just put them to the side.
And you're talking after they cleared it. Even after they cleared it, there was still so much.
We still didn't have hope. We still didn't have hope. She didn't have it. We didn't have it. And I said the same thing. I almost cried. I said, God, I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But then Impact came in with their group. It was 15 of them. And the whole neighborhood came in. And they came in and I was crying. I can't believe it because tears rolled down my eyes. I said, I just could cry all the support and help that we had got from Impact as well.
Yeah, it was very nice.
NKCDC gave us a grant, but it was through Jeremy. Jeremy says, I'm going to get you a grant. He got us a grant. We built these things. And then the community became to take a part of their own garden. So everybody got their own garden. We gave BB one. She has one. They have that one. And we got a new girl that established this one. So every block has a garden and everything is growing.
This one's yours. Will you tell me what's growing in here?
Cucumbers, we got lettuce, we got peppers, what's that other thing?
Cantaloupe, strawberries, watermelon.
Do you have mint? Is that
basil.
Mint? Oh, basil. Nice. So have you been able to harvest from here yet?
Lettuce, not yet.
This year?
Hopefully maybe this year.
This could be a cantaloupe or watermelon.
Yeah, it looks melony. I don't know my melons so well.
I'm not really sure. And more tomatoes.
So many tomatoes.
And just you see they're starting to grow here. Little tomatoes. You know, they're growing. Starting to grow.
Had you been a gardener before this?
No, I mean I do it in my backyard, just tomatoes and peppers and that's it. But when she told me about it, I was like, yeah, I'm down. Look at all these little tomatoes. They're starting to grow. I decided to join because, you know, I'm going through some health issues And I was like, you know what, this will give me something to do, stay busy, and I love to do it. And there are days that I just tell, listen, I can't come out. I really can't do it today. You know, it's just too hot. You know, my treatments and stuff like that. Like I just had treatment today, and I said, I'm gonna come out, I wanna see what's going on and stuff.
This was mine, yeah. Watermelon and cantaloupe, cabbage. This is this is eggplant. This is tomatoes and watermelons growing. I got watermelon here too, tomatoes. It's cute. This is a different watermelon. This is a squash.
Who came up with the name?
I did, actually.
Oh, what's your name?
Teresa's daughter, yeah.
Okay.
So the Philadelphia, I had this this flag made actually a couple weeks ago, Philadelphia Harvest Hope Community Garden. I actually wanted it to link in with the actual Philadelphia, you know what I mean? So that when people see it and they notice, you know, okay, this is Philly, this is Philadelphia Harvest Hope, okay, and then Harvest Hope is like to grow and to hope everything grows that we plant, and then, you know, it took me a while to get it right, but after a while I was like, this is a good name, and everybody liked it, Harvest Hope Community Garden, yeah. And it kind of links in through the neighborhood and the Kensington thing, you know. But yeah, it's coming along. I grew up in this neighborhood. I'm 37, so you know I've been here since I was a little baby.
Yeah, I've been here 25. It's changed a lot.
It's great here though, like just knowing the neighbors, and I want to get some more benches. I know the kids have benches here, or maybe like something like a ball pit or like a sand thing for them to play with. That would be nice. Yeah, little by little. A garden is a, you know, work in progress. We can't bloom everything overnight, so I'd like to see what it will look like in like 3 years, 4 years, or even just next year.
It's changed a lot.
Yes, definitely.
No hurting.
Like we have stuff growing here.
Yeah.
Like 3 months ago, it was just nothing but trash.
Yeah, and eventually I think they talked about doing like little barbecues and like maybe like plant days for the kids and seniors in the neighborhood. Just like grow their own stuff and take it home with them, and or even just plant it here or leave it here, just to bring them a little bit of hope and maybe give them something to look forward to, something different in their life. Maybe movie night, something, anything really.
The garden is to bring the community together to do what they wanted to do. So we all play a part in it. Their kids play a part in it, and all the stuff that we went through was amazing. And trying to get it still established, we still need more help and support, which is really hard to get. No, this is just the beginning.
All right, guys, I think Jeremy wants us to get started with digging up these holes and planting these pollinators.
We're a flexible work crew that largely has to do with gardening and horticulture and cleanup. Clean Kensington started with cleanup, then more gardening, and trying to keep up with stewarding the spaces that we've cleaned up from trash and prevented from being dumping grounds, and then also keep up with garden maintenance. But then we also will do other things in the neighborhood, helping with other gardens, but also helping with other projects.
Well, thank you. I appreciate every single one of you coming. This is love. At first, when you open the gate, you say, and you pray, and then you see, it's like beautiful. And I appreciate every single one of y'all coming. And please don't make it your last.
Kensington Corridor Trust, they're an entity in the neighborhood that preventing gentrification, and they have a pollinator garden, and we were, for that event, we were they needed help to weed out their large space of pollinators, and so yeah, we pivoted. We usually work on the gardens that we steward, but we pivoted that Saturday to help them with their space.
This is native plant pollinator garden. It kind of reproduces the meadows that were found here hundreds and hundreds of years ago. They existed for thousands of years. I'm John Janik. I run a small native plant nursery in in Northwest Philly, good host plants. We're at the Kensington garden, 3246 Kensington Avenue. We started this garden, I think, 2020, and we've been growing it and maintaining it ever since. And today we came out, we got, I think, 150 native plant plugs from a grant from the Xerces Society. We got about 10 bags of weeds pulled, 150 good plants in the ground, and yeah, all within a couple hours we made a lot of progress today. So great thing is that we have a lot of rain in the forecast, so everything should be fine. That's always the biggest issue, planting plugs in June. We could get a month with no rain, temps in the 90s. This is like where we're at right now is definitely like a heat island. It's hotter than anywhere in the city. But yeah, much needed rain, everything's looking lush, and all these plugs should come back over and become mature plants by the end of the season.
Everybody in the community, and this pollinated flowers to teach, like we're doing today, to educate everybody, kids, seniors, everybody, how to survive. Like I just learned myself that you can make tea out of them. You know, it's for good old bones. But this is here, and this is to share with everyone in the community, to bring healing, to bring the love, to unite people, because we in Kensington go through a lot of trauma, and this is the place that you can come and relax your soul.
I missed your name. What is your name?
It's Gloria Cartagena Hart, but in the community I've been doing this for so many years. They call me Smooches because I embrace love and unity with families. It's a lot of things, so. It's an 11-lot parcel. It's owned by the KCT. Actually, we own this whole block from the 3200 to the next block to near Tioga, going on towards Glenwood. It's like a little triangle, like a piece of pie. And it's to keep generational families that have been here for years in the area. But this is where the love is, and everybody here in Kensington is love, is unity. People don't get to see that because the news, and then you have YouTubers that make it look so bad, and they just show the ugly side. But they don't show the beautiful things, like us here doing great things and teaching members of in the community how to survive, plan, eat, health. None of that gets told to them, and resources, programs like Jeremy's. Like I said, we've been impacted with a lot of trauma, and especially the kids. They see enough. They don't need to see the ugly, So they need to see pretty things. But this here, like I said, this is love, because people need to know that when these gates open, it's for you to come in and meet everybody, family, make new friends, connect. Get some resources, information, and learn at the same time. And walk through the garden. I call it the little house in the prairie of Kensington, because that's the effect you get. You walk through the mural, right to the mural, and get a bigger look of another mural. So it's love, it's healing.
I'm Chris. I've been here since last October, and very grateful for that because I've been able to go back to school. And hopefully after I'm done school, well, technically I'm already graduating in the 10th, but after that I'm hoping to go to a carpentry school.
And Jacob, how long have you been?
I've been in Klean, Kensington for like a year and some change. They were working a lot right next to my house. So I just went up to Jeremy. I was like, oh, can I work here? He's like, yeah. And he just gave me an Instagram, and then I signed up, and that's it. It's just like, what do you call those things? It's like a gig, I guess. Just to make a little money while just being young, I guess. I don't really like the part where you have to get really dirty, but I like building. It's really nice. It's pretty calm for me, honestly. It's pretty fun.
How did you hear about Klean Kensington?
From him, like 2 years ago.
What's your name?
Rahim. He's been here since the organization basically started.
When I was around like 13, he just walked up to me. I was so confused. I was on my bike. I was so confused. I'm like, a job? And at first, I told my family about it. They was like, Nah, it can't be a real job. He has to be trapping or something because we're in Kensington, right? But once I brought him to the house, he told her what it actually was, and then she believed.
Well, what is your name?
Angel H. I like to say H because there's other angels around here. I have a lot of responsibilities. I'm more than just a teenager. I'm more of like an adult. So I gotta watch the kids. I gotta take them places. So.
And how long have you been involved with
Klean Kensington? I'd like to say about 6 months, something like that. 6. Honestly, half of it's been cleaning up the avenue because Klean Kensington. But a majority of it is community gardens. We own about 8 or so lots, and we've just been planting and making planter boxes and stuff. Yeah. It's been a very interactive journey.
Yeah. Are you still in school?
Yeah, I'm finishing my last year here. I'm technically in the 12th grade, getting through it. I plan to go to trade school after this, but since the landscaping is pretty cool, might look into that. AI is severely taking over the digital market. I wanted to be a programmer. I was really interested in that. But AI can do everything that a programmer can do, maybe a little better. And I was like, I don't want to work as something that is going to get taken and my job could be, at risk. So something physical, something trade demanding. And I don't really like sitting behind, a laptop all day. So yeah, it was honestly pretty interesting. You don't really do a whole lot. It's not really labor intensive, but it's really calming. As John said, it's more like it's a calming job. You just get in there, and once you're involved, you don't really lose that mindset. We were planting pollinators. We just came in, removed the weeds so that they don't eat up the good soil, and then we just started digging holes and putting the pollinators in there. We're actually doing that in our own lot, Hilton Gardens. I'm sure you've heard of it. Yeah, we're doing that. I think maybe it's next week or so. Gonna do it again. So we're just starting to learn about pollinators. A lot of people come up to us each and every workday and be like, oh, y'all are doing really well. Y'all are really helping the neighborhood, making it look nice, making it look, like a place you want to be.
Are you from the neighborhood?
Born and raised in Kensington. I actually live down there, down by the 7-Eleven on, Yeah, I've been here for 17 years now. I just turned 17, so, yep. This is my hometown. I'm actually really happy to see what he's done even, yeah. Actually, in all seriousness, a lot of people do come up, and I'm sure you've seen them, they come up to our gates and they come up to our fences and they come and they ask, can I contribute in any way? And then sometimes they donate money, food, anything. It seems like the people around here, even though we're in devastation, basically, they still have a heart.
One right here. One right here. I'm Julius.
I'm Daniel.
Have you guys been to this garden before?
Oh yeah, but we've been here like 40 times. We did the groundwork for this, almost like we were here when this wasn't here.
I like it. It's like a whole family here.
Klean Kensington it's a really strong organization, a lot stronger than a lot of people think. It's not that big of one, but it has taken multiple people out of possible selling drugs and gang activities and gun violence. It's removed a lot of these people from it. It's removed me from it. It does wonders for the community. We have people here that would have been selling drugs that are now planning and hosting events for children and helping out gardens in the community like this one that we're doing today.
If you talk about the environmental problems, why don't you create programs that work on the environmental while creating economic opportunities while addressing, So for me, it's do all of it at once. I think I see a lot of things that try to just do one thing, one narrow thing, and I just don't think that's how life works. And you can use the term environmental justice. The wealthier neighborhoods have a lot of green, and they have these nice farms and these kind of things. It just seems like poor areas are neglected and not given resources. And the fact, like the reasons for that are like, you could keep talking about it for a long time. But I believe in the power of small, even smaller. Like Kensington is huge. You need small, tiny, that only thinks about this area, right? So I think that I'm going to continue to emphasize the power of small, very, very hyper-local, because that's in the context in which relationships happen. That's how you're going to see real change.
Those were the voices of Klean Kensington, a nonprofit that works to clean up the streets of Kensington and create community gardens. Thanks to founder Jeremy Chin and intern Emerald Martinez. Thanks also to the neighbors at Philadelphia Harvest Hope Community Garden, John Janik with Good Host Plants, and Gloria Smooches Cartagena Hart with Kensington Corridors Trust. And a huge, huge, huge thank you to all of the teens that agreed to take a break from weeding to talk with me. If you want to find out more about any of these organizations, I've put links to all of them in the show notes. And if you'd like to hear more about native plants, I did an interview with John Janik last season. I'll include a link to that episode in the show notes as well. I'm going to take a short break, and then I'll be back with more episodes of Gritty and Green. Gritty and Green is presented by Green Philly in collaboration with Cool Goon Productions. It was written, edited, and produced by me, Meredith Nutting. Funding for this Gritty and Green mini-series of We Are Seeds is from the Independence Public Media Foundation Community Voices Fund. If you want to learn more about sustainable living, go to greenphl.com.